400 soldiers from the 4th Battalion, the Mercian Regiment, paraded through Worcester today to mark the end of their most recent tour in Afghanistan.
They were joined by members of the Grenadier Guards and the Queen's Royal Hussars, who are also just back from the war. Callum Watkinson reports.
Back from a grim Helmand winter, the Worcesters and Foresters were at the heart of their home turf today, cheered through town by a crowd of thousands, the young survivors of this present conflict saluted by veterans of a past one.
I think the battalion has done some of the hardest fighting all the way through from the early days of deployments in Afghanistan through to the dark days in 2007 and 2009 and through now to 2011 and 2012, and for the soldiers to get back, see all the good folk of Worcester come out on the streets to spontaneously support them means a hell of a lot to them.
We've been home a couple of months, but I suppose it sort of brings back the memories of coming home again, doing all this, seeing everyone else.
What's the worst thing about being out there?
Food. You do have your bad moments out there, but what I'm trying to do and the lads like, you just get on with it basically. It's the lads being at your side that gets you through it.
Operation Herrick will go down as a very proud moment in the history of this battalion. They've won 4 medals for conspicuous gallantry, and it will be 18 months before they have to return to the heat of Helmand.
Today was also a chance to remember 2 comrades who didn't make it home. 24-year-old Captain Rupert Bowers was killed by an IED in March. Private Matthew Hazelden was shot dead in November. And for the father of Private Luke Hemming, sorrow at his son's terrible injuries is outweighed by his pride.
He got blown up, lost both his legs, and that flew him back to the QE, where he's recovered, and he's absolutely brilliant. No downside to him whatsoever. Just looks forward all the time.
And why did you think it was important for you to come and be here to watch the battalion march past today?
Well, obviously to support the lads, what they're doing out in Afghan, and I take my hat off to them. They're doing a brilliant job.
A brief respite now for these soldiers. They'll be back on duty in 2 weeks, providing security at the Olympics. Callum Watkinson in Worcester for Central Tonight.